Well, there were two little girls. One was 4, the other one was 7. It was a muggy August afternoon, and they were running and romping and stomping through the house. Their mother wanted them to settle down. She said, girls, what we're going to do is play a quiet game. And this is what she did. She went to the kitchen, boiled some eggs. She gave each child an egg and some paints, and she said, what we're going to do is paint faces on our eggs. When we get through making our egg dolls, we're going to have a play, and then we're going to eat the characters. Wasn't that a good idea? So she put her little girls on the floor. The 4-year-old finished painting the face on her egg in 2 minutes. She wanted another egg. A neighbor had come to the front door. The mother was visiting with the neighbor. The child went to the mother and said, I want another egg. The mother said, wait just a minute. You know what that means to a 4-year-old? Nothing. The child went to the kitchen, got a stool, pulled it up to the stove. The pot of boiling water was on the back of the stove. When she brought the pot forward and put her hand in it to get an egg, of course it burned her. She fell off the stool and brought the pot with her. It was about a half a gallon of water. The child was burned from her neck to her knees, about 2/3 of her body. She spent several months in the hospital with a lot of complications. One was her teeth rotted, and they all fell out. Every week the doctors came in with the razors and shaved her head because of the danger of infection. But she lived, and that was a miracle. When it came time for the child to go home from the hospital, the parents were so delighted that their little girl had lived through the ordeal, they didn't prepare her for what she looked like. The first thing she was going to get to do was to go to Sunday school. She got up that Sunday morning, got all dressed and ready to go to church, and when she got there, some of the children laughed at her. Some of them cried and ran away. Nobody played with her. The mother came to pick up the child at the Sunday school class, and she saw that the burns had healed, but the scars could go a lot deeper than the ones that you could see. She took her little girl home and put her up on the bed, and I want to tell you what that mother said to that little girl that day. She said, what is beautiful about you is on the inside. And that mother told that child those very words every single day. She never missed a day. When the little girl started first grade, she didn't look a lot better. She still didn't have any teeth. Her scars were prominent. There were parents that called the school and said, my child can't learn if he has to sit beside of that burned one. The mama kept saying, honey, you really are beautiful. You got to look inside. By the time she was 8, she had her teeth. Her scars were beginning to fade. It looked as if her life was going to be normal. When she turned 9, she had another major setback. The doctors called it osteosarcoma. We know it as bone cancer. It was back to the hospital, this time for chemotherapy. It saved her life. She lost her hair. From the time she was 4 until she was 13, there are no pictures of that child, except for the one that the mother put in the little girl's mind. Honey, you really are beautiful. Come on, look inside. What a legacy to give a child. I know. I was that child. That was my childhood. And I'm telling you this story for a real important reason. I know that you're just like me. I know you have scars too. Some of you have scars that we can see, like you can see mine. Some of our scars deal with worry, illness, relationships. I don't know what your scars are. I just know everybody's got them. Everybody's got a story. The most important thing I'm going to tell you tonight, I'm going to say right now, and I want you to hear me. I want you to remember this every single day for as long as you live. You and I, every single one of us, hey, we are beautiful. And it doesn't have anything to do with this package. Some of us come in incredibly beautiful packages. I call them genetic celebrities. Some of us look like the Dickens, but there's good stuff on the inside of every living human being.